in the heart of a mist-shrouded forest, nestled between gnarled trees and overgrown vines, stood Hollowbrook Manor, an imposing mansion with a history shrouded in mystery and darkness. Its weathered stone walls and wrought iron gates exuded an aura of foreboding that had kept the curious at bay for decades. Locals whispered tales of unexplainable events that occurred within its walls, and the air was thick with apprehension, as those brave enough to venture near the manor felt an invisible hand reach out to grasp their very souls. One stormy night, a group of 5 friends, Alex, Sarah, Mark, Emily, and Jake, found themselves captivated by the lore surrounding Hollowbrook Manor. Armed with flashlights and cautious curiosity, they set out on a journey to unravel the secrets that lay within. The wind howled through the trees like a mournful symphony, creating an eerie backdrop for their daring adventure. As they approached the mansion's towering gates, Alex's flashlight flickered, casting dancing shadows on the cobblestone path. The creaking gates swung open with an air of reluctant invitation, and the group stepped into the grand foyer. A chilling hush seemed to envelop them, and their breath misted in the air as they exchanged nervous glances. Cobwebs hung like ancient draperies in every corner, a testament to the passage of time and neglect. The floorboards groaned underfoot as they cautiously ventured further into the mansion, the echo of their footsteps magnified by the oppressive silence. The group split up to explore different rooms, their flashlights piercing the darkness like beacons of uncertainty. Mark found himself in a room adorned with fading portraits, their once vibrant colors now muted by the years. In the dim light, he swore the eyes in the paintings followed him, their gazes shifting with every step. He brushed it off as a trick of his imagination until the portraits suddenly shifted, their eyes locked onto him. Heart pounding, he stumbled backward and fled the room, unable to shake the feeling of being watched. Emily's curiosity led her into the vast library, where a collection of antique books lined the towering shelves. One particular book caught her attention, a leather-bound tome resting on a pedestal. Its pages were filled with handwritten notes that seemed to shift and change as she read. Letters twisted and formed words that sent a chilling message. "You should not have come." Her flashlight flickered, plunging her into darkness, and when the light returned, the book was open to a page displaying a grotesque illustration of her own face twisted in agony. In the ballroom, Alex found an old gramophone, a relic of a bygone era. Against his better judgment, he wound it up and placed the needle on a dusty record. A haunting melody filled the room, accompanied by the faint echoes of laughter and the swish of ballroom gowns. The apparitions of dancers materialized before his eyes, twirling in a macabre dance that seemed to tell a tragic story of love and betrayal. With a gasp, Alex fled the ballroom, his heart racing as he tried to dispel the vivid images burned into his mind. Sarah and Jake explored the upper floors, where they discovered a room filled with broken mirrors. Each reflection revealed distorted figures and eerie shadows that mimicked their movements. Their breath caught as one mirror began to mend itself, revealing a reflection that wasn't their own, a hollow-eyed specter that beckoned them closer. With a shared glance of terror, they turned and ran, their footsteps echoing down the corridor. As the night wore on, the group reconvened in the grand hallway, their faces pale and their voices trembling as they shared their unsettling experiences. The air grew colder, and a deep resonating voice seemed to emanate from the very walls. "You've uncovered my secrets. Now you shall become a part of them." The walls seemed to close in, and the floor beneath them trembled. Panic surged through them as they realized they were trapped within the mansion's grasp. Desperate to escape, they retraced their steps, only to find the manor's layout had shifted, morphing into a labyrinth designed to ensnare them. The presence grew stronger, and the walls seemed to breathe, pulsating with malevolent energy. Time lost all meaning as they stumbled through endless corridors, their flashlights flickering as if struggling against an unseen force. Whispers filled their ears, a cacophony of their own fears manifesting in sinister voices that seemed to know their deepest secrets. The group clung to each other, their terror forging an unbreakable bond. Just as hope was fading, a glimmer of light appeared, a small, ornate key on a pedestal. With no other options left, they snatched up the key and inserted it into a hidden door, revealing a concealed chamber. Inside, an ancient mirror awaited, its surface swirling with darkness and uncertainty. One by one, they stepped through the mirror, leaving the haunted manor behind. As they emerged on the other side, they found themselves standing at the edge of the forest, the storm subsiding. They turned to look back, but the mansion was gone, as if it had been swallowed by the very darkness that had dwelled within. To this day, the friends never spoke of what had transpired within the walls of Hollowbrook Manor.